Hello students, this is Yogita Datar, subject teacher of engineering mathematics from Sri Siddheshwar Women's College of Engineering, Solapur. We are dealing with the first unit, Laplace transform of M3 syllabus. So far we have studied the standard results for the Laplace transform of some standard functions, and then also we have studied some properties of Laplace transform and we have solved some examples. Now also in the last lecture we have started to find the Laplace transform of some specific functions. One of those specific functions is periodic function. So in the last video you have seen how to find the Laplace transform of periodic function. Now we will solve two more examples based on the same result. Here in this example, f of t is t square and period t equal to 2. Now first, as usual, you have to write the formula. L of f of t equal to 1 upon 1 minus e raised to minus st, t capital, integration from 0 to capital T, e raised to minus st, f of t dt. Replace f of t by t square and capital T by 2. So we get this integration 1 upon 1 minus e raised to minus 2s, integration from 0 to 2 e raised to minus st, t square dt. Now here the integrand is product of two functions of t. One is e raised to minus st and another is t square. So we have to apply integration by parts rule. As per Liet, t square will be the first u function and e raised to minus st will be the second v function. So here generalized rule of integration by parts is applied and the example is solved within the limits 0 to 2. Now how to use this generalized rule of integration by parts? Here first you have to write u integration v minus derivative of u, one more integration of v plus next derivative of u and one more integration of v, and in this way we have to continue up till we get this derivative result as a constant, because thereafter the derivative will be 0. So here what we have done, here u is this t square and this is your v function. So u t square integration of v minus derivative of t square, one more integration of this term plus derivative of this term, one more integration of this term, and in this way when we get the derivative as a constant term we have stopped finding the further terms and we have to find this result within the limit 0 to 2. So we have to put first t equal to 2 for the upper limit and t equal to 0 for the lower limit. So on substituting upper limit and then lower limit value subtracting from the given result, we get this step. Wherever there is multiplier as t, for lower limit t equal to 0 the terms vanish. So only we have got one term for t equal to 0, which is where having the constant multiplier 2. Okay, so now we have to just simplify this one. Here in all the four terms in curly bracket 2 is a common factor, so 2 is taken common and then the remaining terms are written inside the curly bracket again. And then you have to just simplify this with plus minus sign adjustment with, to remove the square brackets. So this is the final answer. So in this way we can find the Laplace transform of periodic function where we have to apply generalized rule of integration by parts. Now one more example. Here f of t is defined as 1 and minus 1. So f of t is defined as 1 within the limit 0 to a and f of t is defined as minus 1 within the limit a and 2a. Here period of the given function is 2a. So capital T value is 2a. Now you have to write the Laplace transform of periodic function result in general. Then replace f of t with the corresponding definitions. Now function is defined in two different ways in the two different intervals. So for finding the integral, you have to split this 0 to t in two parts, 0 to a and a to 2a, and put f of t values as 1 and minus 1. Here the integrands are now very simple one, because in the first one it is simply e raised to minus st, and in the second one it is simply e raised to minus st. Simply only plus and minus, it becomes minus sign. Now integration of e raised to ax result you have to use. It is nothing but e raised to ax divided by a. Here x is nothing but t and a equal to minus s. So using this result and for the given limits, you can find the answer. Here upper limit e raised to minus s upon minus a minus s. For lower limit t equal to 0, e raised to 0 becomes 1. The denominator remains as it is. For the second term, upper limit is 2a and lower limit is a. Now you have to just simplify the terms. Now see, here the term is e raised to minus 2as, and here it is written as e raised to minus as bracket square. Using laws of indices, we know that a raised to m raised to n is equal to a raised to mn. So this rule, this law of indices is applied in reverse way for the e raised to minus 2as term. Now observe, this is in the form a square minus b square. So what are the factors? A plus b, a minus b. Here the factors of this term are taken. Now 1 minus e raised to minus s, and here it is square. So one term surely get cancelled. So we get most simplified answer for the given function f of t defined in two different ways for the two different intervals. Now one example for practice. Question will be as it is. Now here function f of t is defined as a sin pt within the limit 0 and pi upon p, and it is 0 for the second part. So first you have to identify t value. What is t value here? Surely 2 pi by p, because the whole interval is 0 to pi by p and pi by p to 2 pi by p, means 0 less than t less than 2 pi by p. So this is your period t value. So t equal to 2 pi by p. And here very simple result you will get, because in the second interval function t is 0. So on multiplying it by e raised to minus st, you will get integrand 0. So no need to solve it. You have to just solve the integration within the first interval 0 to pi by p. Very simple result. And here you have to use integration results very carefully. Okay, in the next lecture we will go to the next special function, Laplace transform of Heaviside's functions. Thank you.